Hello everybody, B America here with another video for you. Today I am going to show you all of the different types of villagers and villager-like mobs in 1.14. So I can guarantee you this is probably going to be one of my most annoying episodes. Alright, so to begin we'll go through all of the different types of villagers and then we'll get into villager mobs down on the other end. So just your regular jobless villager, looks kind of like the old villager. And if you try to trade with him, he'll just shake his head no at you. And if you watch my survival living episodes, you know that I had some serious problems trying to figure out why the villager wouldn't trade with me. Alright, and then we got the farmer, which requires a composter to get that job. And he'll just trade you carrots, bread, different foods, potatoes, different things like that. Just like the farmers did in the former versions. So now we have the shepherd, which works with a loom, and what he does is trade you wool items and different things to deal with sheep. And then we have our fisherman, and he deals in trades for fishing, obviously, and to get him you need a barrel. And then the the butcher, which uses a smoker, he trades you different foods, so you can trade him food, and then he'll trade you cooked food. The armorer, which uses a blast furnace, he trades in different coals and different types of armor. And then we have the cartographer, which uses a cartography table, and he deals with trading maps and paper. And then we have the Fletcher, which uses a Fletcher's table, I believe it's called. And he'll just trade you in arrows, supplies to make arrows. The weaponsmith, what he does is he sells you weapons, and I'm assuming that he would also buy weapons. I'll probably do a lot of trading with all of these and then go through again just to show you kind of what all their variety can be. And then we had, the weaponsmith uses the grindstone as his table. The toolsmith uses a blacksmith's table, and he will craft you different tools. The mason uses a stone cutter, and he'll deal with different types of stone, clay, different things like that. And then we have the librarian, which is the last one of our actual villagers, and he deals in books and enchantment books and different things like that. Now, the first non-villager is the wandering trader, and then he always usually has llamas with him, so I just put the llama above him because that's not actually a villager-like mob or anything, but I figured it was worth noting. And what he does is he just trades you all kinds of various things. I'm not sure if he actually buys things from you, but I know he does a lot of selling. So before I get into the mobs, what I'm going to do is go through all of the villagers, do some trading, and then come back and show you what some of their better trades are. Okay, and after about 20 minutes of trading, so if I go through, you can kind of see a little bit more of what they offer and what they buy. So they buy the farmer buys raw, like plants and fruit or raw foods, and then they'll give you different foods that are either cooked or ready to eat. The shepherd, he gives you wool, beds, banners, and then he'll buy dyes and wool, and he also gives out paintings. The fisherman, he'll buy just about anything for fishing, so making fishing stuff, cooking fish, or just fish themselves. He even buys boats, and then he'll sell you fishing supplies and fish. The butcher, he buys raw meats and cooking supplies, and he will sell you different cooked meals. The armorer will buy supplies to make armor, so metals, coal, lava, and he'll sell you different suits of armor. So like here you can get an entire full set of armor from this one specifically, but then you can see that he also sells like chainmail armor and iron armor. The cartographer buys map supplies, and he sells so he sells maps, and then he sells like banners and things that you can do with banners. I'm not sure why he buys the glass, but I'm sure there's something in there that would lead to that. The Fletcher, as I said, he buys supplies for arrows and bows, and then he will sell you arrows, bows, and like if you give him gravel, he'll sell you flint, which is still made for making arrows. And then the weaponsmith, I wasn't able to get him to level up because his trades were too expensive, so it didn't actually sell me enough to level up. The toolsmith, he has any kind of tools that you really need, including bells. And then most of his tools, when they're later on, will be enchanted. And then he buys iron and other materials to create tools. And the mason will sell you any kind of like, block supplies, so stone, chiseled stone, quartz, that sort of thing, and he'll buy either like raw stone, raw andesite, or clay and different things like that. The librarian, he will buy books and emeralds and give you enchanted books. He will also sell you bookshelves or buy bookshelves, and then he'll buy ink, and he'll sell some like clocks, name tags, lanterns, different things that you would expect to deal with writing. And then, like I said, the wandering trader just kind of sells you a little bit of everything. And now we will get onto the villager-like mobs. So the first one, obviously, the zombie villager. In the new version, you can heal them, so that's part of the reason why I put him in here. And plus, if you ever get raided by zombies in your village, then you'll likely see a few zombie villagers. The evoker, his main thing is he spawns in woodland mansions, and he will summon vexes to attack you. And so the next two are part of village raiding. So we got the pillager and the ravager, and they will help raid villages with each other. So the pillager has a crossbow, and he'll just kind of shoot around, and then the ravager is kind of like their big beast that they bring in. And sometimes, as you can see, there's a saddle on top of the ravager, so sometimes the pillagers will ride the ravagers. Then we have the vindicator, which is also in the woodland mansion with the vexes. These are a lot more common. And then lastly, we have the witch, who kind of throws potions at you and lives in witches' huts. And I didn't say it, but the vindicator, he uses an axe to try to kill you. The evoker uses magic, so he summons vexes, and I think he shoots stuff at you. And then the witch obviously just throws potions at you. So I hope this video helped kind of identify what the different villagers do and what the different villager mobs kind of consist of. And I hope you enjoyed the video.